a lot of people have been asking me the question, okay, so what's going to happen when Roe v. Wade is overturned? Well, let's talk about it. First and foremost, a lot of people know this by now, but at the same time, a lot of people don't. Roe v. Wade being overturned does not outlaw, does not abolish all abortion in the United States. As much as I wish that it did, that's simply not what will happen. From a legal perspective, all that changes when Roe v. Wade is overturned, hopefully here tomorrow or the next couple days, when Roe v. Wade is legally overturned, the issue of abortion simply returns to the state governments, meaning if you live in Indiana, the state legislature and the governor, the people of Indiana get to decide whether or not they want to legalize abortion. If you live in California, the same thing applies there. So you'll have some states, the traditionally red states, will obviously outlaw abortion. Many states, over 20 states, have so-called trigger laws. They all do a little bit of a different thing, but basically they all come, they come into practice the second Roe is overturned, and they would basically outlaw abortion in their state with some nuance and differences between different pieces of legislation. So legally speaking, when Roe v. Wade is overturned, the issue simply goes back to the states. So some states will be they will legalize abortion. Some states will make abortion illegal in their state. But more importantly than that, I want to talk about the cultural ramifications of the Supreme Court striking down Roe v. Wade and Casey, because it's not just going to be an issue that goes purely to the states and then that's it. This is going to be an issue that is going to be fundamental in American politics for quite some time. You'll obviously have the liberals in Congress attempt to pass some sort of legislation codifying the so-called right to kill a child in federal law. That will fail, but they will try. You'll also have liberals clawing their eyes out. They're going to burn cities. They're going to protest. They're going to riot in the streets. We've already seen somebody try to assassinate Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. That was weirdly unreported. But we know for a fact there will be hysteria from those on the left like you've never seen before. They're going to break down like crazy. I would say it'll be worse than the 2016 election of President Donald Trump. I think that is going to look like a nothing burger compared to the outrage, the burning of cities, those famous clips of people screaming their head off because they can't comprehend that Roe v. Wade has been overturned and you can no longer murder your children. But I believe 100% that within 10 years, the vast, vast majority of all states will totally 100% ban abortion with very limited instances of examples like ectopic pregnancies and etc. because a Supreme Court decision has tremendous cultural influence. You just look back to the Obergefell decision some years ago in 2015 that legalized gay marriage. Prior to the Obergefell decision, 99%, now I don't know about that, but a large majority of America recognized marriages between a man and a woman. Most states, including California, didn't even recognize gay marriage. So the amount of swing that a Supreme Court decision can have, anyone who even questions Obergefell right now would be burned at the stake. A Supreme Court decision has massive, massive societal implications. And if it can take something like gay marriage that was not universal, but almost universally rejected by different states, then imagine the impact it's going to have on abortion. Abortion, by the way, is a winning issue for conservatives. Abortion is, since 1973, over 60 million innocent people have been ripped apart and heinously murdered in their mother's womb. No one is going to support that. Within 10 years, I promise you, within 10 years, we will see the vast, vast, vast majority of states, absent some of your liberal cesspools like California, Illinois, New York, and etc., they will probably maintain abortion as long as they possibly can. But everywhere else is going to come to the side of pro-life very, very quickly. The Supreme Court legitimizing a position revolutionizes it in the political discourse, and I absolutely believe that we will see the vast majority of states outlawing abortion. On top of that, I think that we will see this attempt by some on the left to campaign on abortion as an issue, but it will be a failed attempt. They're going to lose on this because it is absolutely, abortion for conservatives is a winning issue. Abortion for liberals is a losing issue.